Today I am excited for the topic that I'm going to be talking about. It's just going to be like a very quick story. Just give you guys like this story. Hey, kwanza let me valia for you guys my digagas. Hey guys, welcome back. So I've been feeling, a bit down today because I had to cancel my trip to Toronto. I was heading over there with my cousin Haiti, and we were supposed to do like a girls trip in Toronto for 2 nights, and I was pretty excited about it. But then last minute she had some hiccup with her flight, and then she had to cancel, and I didn't really feel like doing it as a solo, so I in turn had to cancel my flights as well. And I mean, it's okay. I kind of battered myself up because I'm going to Nairobi in January and I'm pretty excited about that. And other than that, I am doing a detour through Abu Dhabi for a few days with myself. It's going to be a solo trip. Not really a solo because I have friends in Abu Dhabi, so it's going to be me flying solo but hanging out with my friends over there. Yeah, and I'm more comfortable. The reason why I didn't want to go solo for the trip to Canada was because I no longer know anyone that lives in Canada. The person I knew, it's a long story and I don't really want to get into that, but that would have been the best person, for me to have, been on this trip with. He was an amazing friend. Yes. Other than him, I don't have anyone else that I know in Canada, so I'm going to have to, hang out by myself. I can't do that. And I don't really want to make friends with people I don't know like that. Like, no. So that is cancelled. But yeah, we're still gonna have fun either way when it comes to Halloween, because I'm gonna be with my dad, so it's still gonna be cool. But anyway, today I am excited for the topic that I'm gonna be talking about. It's just gonna be like a very quick story, just give you guys like this story, which I'm sure many of you can relate to, and you guys just let me know what you think. Hey, kwanza let me valia for you guys my digagas. Sitaki kuangaliwa sana. So, like, I think when was it? Like last week, sometime last week, and I was on YouTube. I was at work, bored at night. That's all I do when I do my night shift, is just scroll through YouTube or watch some Netflix. Kai, nakweli najisema. Anyway, so I'm going through YouTube and then I see this like continuous video after video of girls talking about this topic, and I'm like, shit, this thing like started relating to me because I had this experience some time back. Let's call it years back, right? It's quite some time. It's not any times recently. So I had this ex, and in this relationship I always kept on questioning, like, is this guy straight? Is this guy gay? I just couldn't understand. Like, is he bisexual? And listen to me, I have no problem dating a bisexual man. With full disclosure, if you let me know that you're bisexual and I choose to date you, at that point, then that choice becomes mine. But dating a bisexual man or a gay man without my knowledge then becomes a problem, because that's something very intrinsic to the relationship. And once you do not disclose that, then the whole relationship is a lie. Now listen to this. So I'm very sure this is like a thing, especially like there's a period of time of late, like this 2 years, like towards now when we're getting to our 30s, where people are now starting to discover, their sexuality. Sometimes people just didn't know that that's how they roll, and they start kind of discovering into it. And then, unfortunately for us women getting into our 30s, this is the kind of men we meet. Confusion galore, I'm telling you. And it's everywhere. You can't even say that it's just about Nairobi. It's kila mahali, because I'm watching these videos from people like in different countries talking about the same thing. And most of them primarily my age, so I am guessing like at my age is the time when people start actually coming out, and men can already, they've got their shit together, they no longer have to hide. So you find people that have been married from their 20s, and then they get to their early 30s, and then they're getting into divorce because they were married to a gay man, or they discovered their boyfriend was gay, or busted their boyfriend cheating on them with a man. Now let's call this man X. So X, he had no problem with the gay community. That's okay. That's actually something that I love in a man. Like a man who's comfortable in his sexuality, and you don't have a problem with being around gay men, because I have gay friends, and I would want to be with a man that's comfortable enough to be around my friends as we would with his friends. So watching it toward this digagas because I'm seeing like there's like a reflection that's happening over here, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see me with all that interruption and this glare going on. So X, he had no problem with homosexuality. Brilliant, perfect. So he had these gay friends that I had never met. And the gay friends that I had never met, and even his straight friends, can never hang around those friends. That's a bit weird to me because I'm like, if these people are really just your friends, then okay, maybe you can say that maybe his friends were a bit of homophobes, so maybe that could be the reason. I don't know. Remember, I am not saying that this person is gay. I just want you guys to reason with me so that I can come to understand, was I in a relationship with a bisexual or gay man? Okay, moving it forward, this person had, of course, this gay friends of his, and then now the thing was, this person just had like, weird behaviors, especially when it came to with his friends that were gay. Because another thing is, he would always get approached by other men who thought he was gay, and he would say, I'm not gay, and he would tell them like, I could check on the messages. Man, this was my era of reading men's messages. Onions. I no longer do that. So he would be like, oh, I don't roll that way, and they would be like, oh, okay, in case of anything, hit me up, and yada yada. And I kind of have this thing where gay men, majority of the time, would not hit on you unless you have a certain tendency that they can see that relates to them. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, so then it came to the phase where he would have this particular gay friend of his that had been friends with him for a long time. Actually, there were two particular gay friends of his. And the thing was that he would all the time delete the messages from this particular two friends. I'm like, why would you delete messages from this specific two men? And I'm, because it got to a point now, I'm no longer worried about messages from women. Trust you me, I'm worried about messages from men. Then he got into this very depressive state, and it just became very questionable to me. Like, there's just something with this man that I could not understand. And then I was having this conversation with other friends of mine, and they were just telling me, like, at that particular time when I was dating this man, they would tell me like, so we have a mutual friend, me and this man, and they would always be like, how do you have, so I have a mutual friend that is sus, so like suspect. I don't know if you guys know what suspect means. It's kind of like man suspected to be homosexual. So we had this sus mutual friend, and then my friends would always be like, how do you let this man around, but this particular friend, I didn't really care about it. But the more when people started telling me that the relationship is odd, then I started to see it, and I'm like, no, this is not right. This is actually, there's something really fucked up going on here. But I don't know if anything happened there. I don't think it did. But now, at that point when your friends are like, why would you? So that means they're seeing something that you can't see. And then it got to a period of time where things just got awkward. Like, the sex life was just not there. Maybe it could be a loss of interest in me, or maybe who knows what it was. But honestly, there's just like a way that this man was acting that it had gotten to the point where I was 100% convinced. I even asked this man, I'm like, listen, you have to tell me, are you gay? I don't have a problem with you being gay, but just living your truth. If you're gay, then the relationship is done. If you're bisexual, we can see what to do moving on, because we can be in a relationship and see how to best protect ourselves, especially considering back then, that was in Africa, man, in Kenya. And you know damn well that is not the place to be playing. It's not the place to be playing. Not saying that that diseases are only carried by gay people. Diseases are carried by everyone. But I am saying as to the fact that dating a bisexual man puts you at higher risk of catching STIs, especially considering this is someone that we had that closeness. Well, anyway, you guys just tell me this. Is it possible that So many people are unable to come out that we have so many closeted bisexual gay men dating women. And then I have my two gay friends and they tell you stories of the men they are with that are in heterosexual relationships. My friend, you will cry tears of blood. Yeah. It's not even funny. Yeah, so anyway, you guys tell me, like, is it possible that all this is going on and I was just a fool that got played? So text me or DM me, Idel Stanley, that's my Instagram. Text me for those who have my number. Now I'm saying kujijazia saying, oh, trying to look for which ex that is. Probably won't get who haters because you probably don't even know him. Bye.